Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling and stationaries. And welcome back to my Bungu-mas episode series. Bungu-mas is my version of Blogmas. So in December, I am sharing 25 days daily video capturing 25 items that I really enjoyed using in 2024. Bungu means stationaries in Japanese, so it's my way of capturing 25 items and sharing it with you. So today I have a bit of unique item in front of me. This is reMarkable. As you know, I am such a paper... Oh, something's coming off. I'm such a paper pen girl, so I never thought I would start using a digital notebook until I saw this. In the work environment, there was someone coming from outside using this notebook, and I got so curious I had to stop him after the meeting and ask about it, and I got it last year. So it's been a year and a half that I've been using this. I actually want to do a bit of deep dive of it. If you're curious, please put some comments in the comment section below so I can plan that in 2025. But I have been using this for on and off for a year and a half. So basically this is a notebook. I kind of explained to my friends that this is like notebook version of Kindle. So Kindle is something you can only read. You can't go to the Instagram, or you can't net surf, or you can't, it's just purely for reading. This is just for writing. So this one cannot do any kind of internet activity, put application, No, this is just for writing, and that is why I liked it. And compared to like using iPad or other kind of devices that has a pen, looks like you can write, but normally the writing experience can be quite challenging, not as satisfying. But I would recommend this reMarkable2 that I've been using to some extent. Of course, it's not the same experience, to be honest. So one of the idea I had last year when I purchased this is it was like a beginning of my planner chaos. I was looking for a better way to organize my life, and I thought, oh, it is expensive, but if I got it, maybe I don't need to buy any planner in the future or any notebooks in the future. At the end of the day, as you know, that didn't happen. I don't think that would happen, never happen for me, because I do like paper version, and there are some pros and cons I noticed as I've been using this. But overall, I did like it. I do like it, and I started using it quite recently again. So basically, this is a notebook. Like, you can put as many notebooks as possible. You can write, you can for example, this is my journaling book. Those are the entries that I did throughout the year. I can see it like this, or I can even see it in this format. And the writing experience, like I said, is quite nice. So I've been on and off. I use this these days as for my work notes, so that has been very nice. And how you can just write, you can change the pens, and yeah, it is a fun way to play around with. And this pen, the surface is not like other, how do you say, the devices that you can write. It's so much nicer to write with. Whether I can write very nicely, not as nicely as pen, but much better than the other devices we find here and there. So I do like this, but what I don't quite like is the flippability. I don't know if you call it flippability, but if I have a bound book like this, let's say I can look at this weekly pages, and then I can do my daily pages by doing this. So I'm like, okay, I have this appointment, I have this appointment. This is something that I really like, plus something that I use. With this, that was challenging. So what I need to do is I go back to this main sheet, and then I go, okay, I want to look at this one. I go, and then I check this one. Okay, I check this one, and then I need to go back to the other one. where is the other one? So it's this one I was watching. So this juggling was just too complicated for me. So I could not use it as a planner. Actually, this year I even bought this planner app that looked lovely, and I tried it, but I don't know, it didn't stick with me. I did enjoy it. I kind of backdated some days and tried to make it as if I were using it, but the fact that if I were to use this, I also need like a monthly and weekly on paper, like this, and then like transfer my like to-do daily to-dos on this side. So yeah, it didn't quite work for me. But what I really like is that I can have as many notebooks as possible. So I actually have my random notebook, commonplace book. This is my kids' book. So every time we have like waiting time for doctor's appointment, he's been writing in here. And inspired by him, I think he's drawing a clock here. I also doodle sometimes with him. And like I can have the doodle here, but then I can also have like a planner here, work things here and there. So it's nice to have everything in one place. Obviously that's like a very big thing. And also what I noticed is I was just flipping through last year's morning pages. So morning pages, I just write 3 pages, which is quite a lot, and I don't think I would never ever go back and read this. It's just way too much. So I get the satisfaction of writing by hand, but I'm not using up any papers in other books. Also, I'm not using up my space in terms of like if I did this every day in a notebook, I would accumulate too many filled in notebook that I don't know if I want to get rid of or should I just keep it, but I know I'm not going to go back and read it. So that's kind of, you know, morning pages or brain dumping or just roughly writing because I want to write kind of things that I feel like I don't need to keep it forever, but nice to have is like perfect to do in reMarkable. So yes, I am still, you know, figuring out what I want to do here and there, but overall I do like this book, and now I use it mainly for my day job because there's been lots of writing going on, but maybe I also want to do a little bit more experiment in 2025. I am now thinking maybe I will stop doing the rapid logging in Hobonichi Hon because I want to do a bit more longer writing on the Hobonichi. So maybe I can resume my kind of bullet journal. I did a few entries last year and it was quite interesting. So nothing fancy, but yeah, like this one. I put just the dates. Throughout the day, I would put 1 or 2 items that I want to jot down. It's very simple, but it's like a snippet of my day, like a mini Twitter, personal Twitter here. So I'm thinking maybe I could do this. Now that I carry this in my bag every day when I go to work, I have it, so I might as well use it as my rapid log. So yeah, this has been 1.5 years. I mean, it was quite a big investment, like the biggest among all the other Hobonichi travelers, everything. So I do need to make use of it a little bit more often. I do want to make use of it more often, and I will see how it goes in 2025. But overall, I quite like it. And yeah, as a notebook lover, I recommend this reMarkable if you're thinking about digitizing your notes. So thank you very much and see you in the next video.